The number of things that needs to go right for this mission is absolutely staggering, and we're going to talk about exactly why it is so difficult to go from one planet to another in real life. We're launching in 3, 2, 1, launch. Got some freaking molasses out here. But welcome back to the Leviathan Gaming channel. This is going to be probably the most difficult mission I've done so far, especially with the level of technology I have, and forgive me for it being nighttime. Unfortunately, I had to launch when I am, because of a particular window. Now, that being said, that window is probably really stupid, and there's probably 1,000 ways to do it better. But we are headed up here real quick, and by quick I mean slow. We are starting our gravity turn. We do want to get this started a little bit early because this is such a hefty bus. Would be the best way to describe this monster. Ah, gosh. It is a little bit of an odd mission. We are sending a Kerbal probe to Moho, kind of a flyby pass, hoping to get as much data and science done as possible during that time, and we are actually headed back to Kerbin and going to do a bit of a burn through the atmosphere to slow us down fast enough. I hate to say this, but there's a good chance this mission is going to fail catastrophically. I kid you not, I have done this, I would like to say, a dozen times, and it has worked once. Out of legitimately a dozen times attempting to do it. So we will see exactly whether or not we can do this again. And I can't even say the mission fully functioned just because I never completed it. Yeah, that was good enough. Yeah, that was solid. A solid attempt here, Big Chief, you know. So let's get up to about 75 kilometers above sea level, and this is going to be our circularization altitude. The reason being is, again, part of that window, transfer orbit window, is around that altitude when it comes to the exact delta V amount I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that circularization burn. We're going to do, here we go, we're going to stage here, perfect, and we are going to create and execute that node. Beautiful. We want this to be on target once that node hits. If not, we're going to have a couple issues. So, with that being said, don't forget to leave a like down below, and leave a comment down below as well. This has taken me, I don't know, 4 hours to complete with the amount of science and equipment I have available in my current playthrough. This is insane to try to do this at this point. Also, if you're really just eyeballing the whole thing, not the best way to do it, gotta tell ya. Come on, pull back, pull back, pull back, come on, come on. Don't overshoot. It's not what I want. If anything, I will just start the burn manually. That's okay, I don't mind that. Come on. Go for it. And beautiful burn. There we go. Awesome. So we are now doing our circularization burn at around 75, 76 kilometers. We are going to be starting our new node here. So let's take a look. And what we're going to be doing is transferring to another orbit. We just stage there. Oh, I like the look at that. It's such a beautiful rocket. Like, it's stupid, but it functions for the purpose quite surprisingly well. If I could describe it that way with how poorly this thing works. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to do a transfer. Let's do advanced transfer to another planet. We are going to actually select, and zoom out here, all the way over here, Moho. Gosh, what a tasty steak sauce, you know? Include capture burn. We are going to be doing lowest delta V, because that is going to be the best way we can complete this mission. We need to conserve as much delta V as we can, so we do not head back to Kerbin going too quickly. If we do, it can get a little bit dangerous, especially since Moho does not have any atmosphere. It does make it a lot easier that we can get closer to Moho, and that can give us a bit of a gravitational acceleration, right? There's a lot of things you could do with this. I'm not going to really be doing too much of that. I'm just going to be boosting there, and quite frankly, boosting back. More of just a brute force method here. Okay, zoom back in, get ourselves a good circularized orbit. Got 2 seconds, 3 seconds left on the burn here. It is throttling down, and burn complete. Perfect. Okay, now, lowest delta V, departure in 14 days, perfect. Create and execute, my friends. And just like that, we are going to be headed off to Moho. Now, this is going to be a very extended mission. We are looking at around 2.5 years Kerbal time, which luckily for them, they don't need food or water, or apparently oxygen, because this ship has none of that. to say the bare minimum. It is quite literally just this lander can, and that is it. Now, we are going to be putting out our solar panels. We do have solar panels on this flying tugboat once again. Obviously, for a mission of that duration, we definitely need to do so. And we do actually have radiator panels on here. I was running into a weird issue where the lander capsule was heating up quite rapidly throughout the actual... Oh gosh, RCS, why are you doing this to me again, huh? Come on, stop. What you doing? Doing something stupid? Look how wildly that's flying around. Jesus Christ. Ay, okay. Turn off RCS. We're gonna let it do its thing. That thing is flying wildly, and we do not want that happening. And I will say this: we do not want that happening again. I ran into this issue previously. Oh gosh. Okay, we re-entering atmosphere. What the crap is going on? What type of altitude we're looking at here? Periapsis. Ew. Okay, we are going to burn radial out. We need to... radial out, come on. SAS, radial out. We are going to increase our thrust a little bit here, give us better control authority. We do not want to have any issues here. Periapsis. Come on, get up there. Good, periapsis. We do not want to hit the atmosphere. If we start hitting the atmosphere, this whole mission is a bust, and that is no good. No good at all. Go, increase periapsis only a little bit. Okay, that is fine. Apoapsis. We will be at the apoapsis doing another burn really quick. Ay. That's not what I was hoping to do. Periapsis, about 75 again. I wonder what happened. I think it's all RCS firing. We're literally slowing ourselves down doing that. Gosh. Yeah, this mission is going to be very, very, very difficult, guys. So don't forget to leave a like, because, oh my gosh, is this going to be tough. Okay. RCS on for the moment. We do need to leave RCS off for the transfer maneuver. If we do that, we can actually maintain the correct velocity. Something I did notice, that at such long distances, small changes in RCS maneuvering thrust, the actual thrust made by the RCS thrusters, would cause wild fluctuations in the delta V necessary. Is absolutely incredible. You know, going from being able to do the mission to not being able to do the mission was a matter of almost nothing. It was really interesting to run into. Go just like so. This is a manual node, so we are actually going to time-lapse manually. We are going to do this burn, and I am going to go into the maneuver node editor. I am going to have it do it honestly automatic. Why not? Other crap not, you know? Make it a little bit faster. Oh boy. It is quite a nice little little spaceship, though. I gotta tell you, it's adorable. Adorable little slut. And depending on what happens, I might be able to get one in orbit later. But it will not be a return flight unless this mission is successful. Because if this mission is, in fact, successful... I'm going to create a node here. Ooh, that's pretty solid. Yeah, I can work with that. If this mission is, in fact, successful, what I can then do from there... Yeah, okay, perfect. What I can then do from there is I can get the nuclear engines, of which afterwards I can now directly... And we're going to have it... Is it not executed properly? No, is that not... Oh gosh, this is going to take forever to get to that maneuver node. Oh boy. There we go. So once I do get the nuclear engines, right, what I can in fact do is I can start my intersystemic missions. And the reason being is now I will have plenty of thrust available to me. Now that thrust, as I'm sure you can imagine, will not be... yeah, execute next node, perfect. Like that. Will not be super fast, and by super fast I mean the specific impulse, the amount of thrust generated and used at any given point in time will be very low. However, because these are such lengthy burns that we are doing, it does not have to be fast. It doesn't have to be fast at all. In fact, the slower the better, because it gives us more fine-tuning of exactly where, when, and how we want to go somewhere. So there's a lot of benefits to it even within that. We are time warping. This is fantastic. I'm happy to see it. And this, if we take a look, does give us our encounter with Moho. And then once I do my flyby pass, and I do have to do it kind of quickly, the flyby itself can be a little bit questionable, to say the least. The time spent during that mission segment, oh my gosh. Oh, beautiful. Oh, nice. I'd love to see that. That is fantastic. Okay, let's get back to that maneuver node. We did lose some distance here from it. Oh, I can't wait to take a trip to the other planets. It's gonna be so cool. Although, honestly, I can't even imagine having to get to the moon of another planet. That's just... I mean, going to the moon around Kerbin is already tough. Beautiful, and just like that, we are headed to Moho. Still a crazy name. I don't know why they called it that. Again, more along the lines of steak sauce. And you know how good steak sauce is. It's really not. It's better just to have a good steak. That's my opinion on it. But barbecue's sometimes okay. You know? Barbecue sauce. It's okay stuff. Can't be too upset at it sometimes. Yeah, imagine going to, like, Texas de Brazil, and then bringing your own steak sauce and just putting a bunch of stuff all over the meat, and being like, yeah, this is better. No, that ain't Big Chief. Or Little Chief. You're not even the Big Chief. You're not even the Chief at that point. It's just a disappointment. That's all that is. Oh, look at the orbital velocity. Oh, boy. We are headed out of here. Quite the clip, as some people around the world might say. You know? And we are out of the solar system, hence that camera change. We are now technically orbiting the sun here. We are staging in 3, 2, 1. Stage. Beautiful. What a nice rocket. I like this little guy. He's pretty delicious, if you know what I mean. Oof, tasty times, Big Chiefs. Chiefs. Nice. So, question for you guys. Why is it so difficult to go from one planet to another in real life? Think about it for a moment. Okay, so, now you thought about it. Think about those various factors that might be an issue. Obviously, one of the main factors is the actual ability to transport a human being to another planet. Obviously, human beings are extraordinarily sensitive to very specific things, right? Ah, gosh, it didn't transfer properly. Gross. Alright, y'all, I'll be back at this point. I'll restart this real quick. Hold on. Oh, this thing's slow as molasses. What is this, try 15? I like 15 as much as the next... Oh, God. Nah, I'm gonna quit that sentence. Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy, he wobbling. It's a wobbly little boy. Gosh, I'm freaking talking about little boys now? What's going on? It would be really hilarious if I ran into our space station here. Speaking of which, check out that video, the previous video, in the description below. It's pretty great. Gonna speed this whole up a little bit. Oh my gosh, let's go back here. Okay, that was too much. Left the solar system with that camera flip. Abort node execution, create and execute, beautiful. I want to recalculate it just in case. I don't want to have any issues. For some reason it didn't actually calculate the trajectory properly last time, which is super weird, but this one should, no problem. So we are back in the void of space here, ready to do some science at Moho, and preferably return. Let me tell you, that return trajectory really gets you. But theoretically, there is a perfect return trajectory just waiting out there for us, and I am excited to find it. Let me tell you me, because technically that's a saying, and it makes no sense to me either. Don't worry. Okay, so fine-tune closest approach to target. We're going to set it to 200. Create node. Ugh, it's kind of a lot of delta V use that I don't want to use. Okay, so, what do you guys think? Should we do it? So remove all nodes. What we're going to do is we are going to move our ship to the correct location. We're going to press create node one more time. Yeah, why the crap not? Move all nodes, create and execute. Within 200 kilometers, get us a good trajectory on target. Beautiful. Check out the link in the description below. I do have a link for Arctis 7 7.1 surround sound audio headphones. They are exceptional. I use them myself. I love them to death, and quite frankly, I've never used better headphones than these. The only ones I could say possibly better are studio headphones, but those cost you, $600, and we're not trying to do that here. These in the description, you're looking at about 115, 120, and you're going to be getting yourself headphones that feel like you have ears in the back of your head. Try picturing that for a second. We are coming in, guys. We are almost there, and I am excited, to say the least, to do this science. Let me tell you, we are so close to another planet. It is... Oh, I'm excited. We're going to be able to get those nuclear engines after this and be able to do way more fancy maneuvering. That is for sure. So, back to actually kind of the discussion at hand. Why is it so difficult to go to other planets, even within our own solar system, let alone thinking about going to a planet in another solar system? Okay, so one of the main factors, as we already kind of talked about, in the most general of sense, humans are really squishy and they require a very specific habitat, and we have not figured out a way to have humans hibernate yet. If we were able to do that, quite frankly, a lot of these things would be significantly easier. Unfortunately, that is not an option yet. So what are the other options available to us, right? Either we can make artificial gravity, and I don't necessarily mean, you know, like in Star Trek where they're just walking around the ship. No, I'm talking about something spinning around in space. That's the most reasonable assumption as far as what we understand with our ability to create gravity, and that is Moho. Okay. Okay, guys, we are just about in the thick of it here. Oh my gosh. So we're going to do a little bit of science here first, because we do have plenty of space to work with. Gravity data, we're going to keep all of this science. Like pressure data, I love that. Perform observation, high over the sun. We are actually going to be saving all of this science, so we can keep as much as we want. Scan gamma rays, beautiful. Mystery goo, once again. There we go. I love to see that as well. I'm not going to do the Science Junior. That is going to be for orbit around Moho itself. That one we are keeping for that purpose. We're going to collect all this data. There's going to be plenty of data on the way back. That is for sure. Zoom in. Beautiful. We are in orbit above Moho. Although it's not the closest orbit, we are going to be able to get plenty of science. And we are going to pull in further here. You will be seeing Moho in an interesting way. Moho itself... Ooh, 175 science. Painting the rocket again. Moho itself, quite frankly, is rather unimpressive visually. The only reason why I say that is because it really does look a lot like... Ooh, the Go feels right home here. It does really look a lot like looking at the moon. Just for the reason of, well, quite frankly, it goes through a lot of the same stuff the moon does. Gets the crap beaten out of it, that's for sure. High over Moho. Oh my gosh, we're coming back with so much science. It's incredible. Okay. Hey, leave a like in the comment section below. I am beyond words right now in how excited I am. Log temperature, quite impossible as if it were in a vacuum. Who would have thunk it? Because you are in a vacuum. Yeah. Crew report. The planet doesn't appear to have an atmosphere, and you notice darker spots across the surface. And one day, I will be landing on it. Maybe. You guys still haven't let me know which planet you want me to land on. I am waiting for your guys' input on that one. It's going to be quite something really cool to do it in the near future. And we are moving in closer. Sorry for being on the dark side of the actual planet here. It's a little bit difficult to be on the light side. Wow. It's quite the sight. That is a beautiful sight. Again, it looks a lot like the moon, even that giant blast crater. If they honestly use the same height map for this and the moon, I would not be surprised. But I'm pretty sure they did not. That's beautiful. That would be quite the sight to see in real life. Wow. Okay, well, let's pray that we have enough Delta V to get back, because now we're going to have to start planning that way back, let me tell you. It's beautiful. Yeah, not even to mention that Moho has a moon. Does it have a moon? No, I think it's Eve that has a moon. Eve and... Actually, I'm not even sure which planet, what the planet names are in Kerbin. There's so many of them. A lot like real life. Say goodbye to Moho, guys. It's gonna be a while before we see it again. Bye-bye, Moho. Goodbye, steak sauce. No one likes you anyway. Hoffman, transfer intercept only at optimum time. We need to select Kerbin as our target. Yes. Create node. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's going to take absolutely forever. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's okay. That's okay. We can work with that. We're going to have to do some more science while we're at it, though. Let me tell you. We have to collect some of the science on our Minmus base, and probably at this point the one in orbit around Kerbin. If not, it's going to keep researching it, and we're not going to get the science from it, so we are going to take a little trip there as well, because this mission is going to take quite some time. So, now that that is made, we're going to make sure RCS is off. We do not want to mess around with that Delta V setting, and somehow, some way, we have way more than enough Delta V than we were expecting, but that's a-okay with us. So, we are going to actually jump back into the Space Center, grab as much outposts, and we are going to once again head back to our ship, time-lapse, do our burn, and get back to Kerbin. Because I am very excited to get this mission done. This is going to be a huge win for us on the Leviathan Gaming channel, let me tell ya. Okay, so, Moho Craft, no. 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 Station Habitat Module and Minmus Lander. Let's go to Minmus Lander first. That will have a lot more science. Quite frankly, it's a solid mission. Okay, we do not have connection with the space agency. We are orbiting on the opposite side of Minmus, so we're going to do a little bit of a time-lapse here. Get ourselves onto the correct side. Get a connection. It's unfortunately at nighttime, but I did turn up the gain. You should be able to see it. Oh, look at that. 500 science. We're going to transmit that now. I'm sure we lost some science in the meantime, which really is a shame, but that's okay. I don't think... Observe Mystery Goo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to add that here. Oh, definitely. Why do we not? Beautiful. Observe Materials Bay. 860? Ugh! Wait, how much science can we hold at once in that? Hold on, reset experiment. 160. Oh, that's okay. That's perfect. That's perfectly fine. Send to the research bay. We're gonna have them clean experiments. We are full on science again. Look at that, 9.0770 science per day we receive from this mission too. Ah, wow, this is gonna be a hefty science mission. That is for darn sure. Look at Kerbin up there. That's also a beautiful sight. I unfortunately do not have a way for them to get back from this mission. Although I can definitely have this set to a trajectory that burns it up in the atmosphere, as well as this does have a docking port. So I could always orbit this around Kerbin, send up a ship to it, perform the burn, detach the ship, and have them all come back. That is definitely a mission we will be doing in the future. More than easy enough, because this already has the required Delta V to burn up an atmosphere. Let's be honest. 2,324 just to get back to Kerbin from Minmus. Where'd Kerbin go? Where'd it go? It's gone. There it is. I can literally see Kerbin from here. We don't need that much Delta V. So we are going to be making bank today. Wow. I am very impressed. The science has been transmitted, 500 science. That is quite the monster, and we are gaining science back here again. So let's jump into our tracking station once more. There we go, at our orbital station. You can see our habitat module spinning really quickly. That is dangerous looking. We're going to transmit this science back to our actual space center, and then we're jumping back into our Moho mission. We do want to get that done here. There's nothing stopping us at this moment. We are excited to get back. I know I am, that's for sure. We do need to fine-tune our approach, specifically to enter the atmosphere of Kerbin to do a kind of... I guess what's the term I'm looking for? We do need to fine-tune our approach here to do an aero brake maneuver, so that when we do hit atmosphere at around 45 kilometers, we can get that air resistance to slow us down enough to stay within the atmosphere and land in a reasonable time. That is going to be the best way for us to do this, because entering Kerbin's sphere of influence, we will be going way too fast to perform a burn and actually stop that way, so we will be doing an aero brake maneuver instead. There we go, 294 science transmitted, so let's go back to the tracking station and out to the Moho aircraft. Could be considered an aircraft. There we go. We're going to fly this out. We should maneuver. I certainly hope not, at least. Let's go to our maneuver node. Set that up properly. Let's double check it is still correct. Encounter with Kerbin. Yes, 1 year, 282 days. Ugh, gross. That's so long. Year 4. Oof, oh boy. It's going to be a long mission, ain't it? So this is something that I was having an issue with before. The time-lapse was absolutely destroying our module here. So I had to put... Was it decreasing temperature? Yeah. I had to put radiators on it because for some reason the lander can was heating up like nothing else during the time lapses, an actual, time warp itself, I should say. So I had to find a weird solution for that one. Not sure why. Maybe some weird glitch. Who knows? But temperature is dropping. Over time, it will come down far enough so that we won't have an issue with it. In fact, I also found here. Let me turn these off. There we go. Okay. Turn these off here. Off. Beautiful. Off. Off. Double check. Okay. Yeah, for some reason that was happening. Who knows? Turn the radiators off. It stops pulling heat from the actual lander can itself. And then you can turn it back on. Solves the problem. Super weird. Not sure why. So, let's get that time lapse going here. We're going to do this maneuver node editor. We are going to have it execute the node for us. Should be no issue here. Now, the biggest factor of doing spaceflight and going from one planet to another, or quite frankly, just spaceflight in general, within our solar system or anywhere, biggest issue in doing this when it comes to being a human being, is that our current level of technology does not give us the ability to fly freely around the solar system. And what I mean by that is we always have to carry large volumes of fuel anywhere we want to go, because equal and opposite reaction, we expel the gas out the back, which pushes us forward. Okay? So as long as you have to do that, you will never have full control of your surroundings. And the reason being that as long as you have to carry all this mass with you, instead of, let's just say, warping space-time, or using a cavity thruster. Wow, we easily could have made a pass at Kerbin there, and that would have been perfect. Why didn't it do it then? That's dumb. Instead, it's got me going around the around the solar system a couple times. That's okay. It's gonna be a successful mission. Don't worry about it. We'll be alright. How many days? 900, 100. Oh boy, I need to... Okay. Interesting problems we have here. Okay. For example, resonant cavity thrusters. Without expelling any physical material, you can theoretically create thrust. Now, they've already been, for the most part, disproven. It is what it is. I'm not going to give them any credit for any work, because, quite frankly, it does not work. I can't say it will not work in the future. I think there is possibly a future in massless thrust, if that makes sense. But I don't think a resonant cavity thruster is the way to go. I really cannot say that is the way. Maybe if we can do some more science on it, but as it stands, scientists are not putting their effort towards that. They're putting their effort towards other technologies in the near future. Within 50 years, what do we want to do? Within 25 years, what do we want to do? Within 10 years, what are our goals? They're kind of putting the effort towards that instead, and it's understandable. I can't say that... Ooh. Eee. Okay. We still getting that encounter? Certainly hope so. Oh, we sure are. That is wonderful. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful little guy. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to put this conversation on hold for a second. Let me set up this new maneuver. I do not want to mess this one up. We are going to fine-tune closest approach to target. We're gonna set this down to 45 kilometers. So we're going to create and execute. This is going to be the best way for us to get a good burn on it. Apoapsis. Sure looks like we're impacting it, huh? Let's do 50 kilometers. Create and execute, just in case. Okay, yeah, we're going to accept that. That looks a little bit better. Do not want to mess this one up on the way back. That is for sure. We have more than enough Delta V, but we will be using that to slow down our entry point. If we are going too fast, it can get a little bit dangerous. I do have plenty of ablative heat shielding, so it should not be an issue, but we do not want to crash. That would be a real shame with all this science on board. We have so much science here. It is absolutely incredible. Performing our 0.1 meter a second burn here very shortly. Time warp is slowing down. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1, burn. Perfect. And that should be 50 kilometers within atmosphere, which I do like to see. So we are going to time warp ourselves closer and closer, and then we are going to fine-tune our approach. We do want to make sure this all runs smoothly. We are so close. This has been an amazingly successful mission. I think 16th time's the charm, Set retrograde. We should be seeing Kerbin here pretty shortly. don't know which side it's coming from, although it's actually a little bit behind me, so let's time warp a little bit, get within Kerbin's sphere of influence, and you'll see Periapsis, that is 40, ew, it's a bit low. That's okay. There we are. And Kerbin's actually catching up to us, that is scary. Scary stuff. Okay, so let's move this out a little bit. And let's set, actually, it's crapping out on me, we don't want that. Okay, Kerbin is going to be our point of focus. We'll make this maneuver significantly easier to work with. So once we get between Kerbin and the moon, we are going to add maneuver. We are going to move this out ever so slightly to about Periapsis. Let's see. Kind too far. There's that. 66, a little bit further in. Okay. We are going to drop our velocity just enough to get us to kind of curve around the planet, and we are going to do another, again, arrow brake, which is going to give us the ability to drop in without any issue. Okay, let's move this. Nope, pull that back up. Love to see it. I don't want to waste any fuel. It just seems, well, like a waste, coincidentally. Who would have thunk it? Oy, oy. And just like that, we have a very successful entry. Periapsis, let's pull that down inward. Beautiful. A little bit out, right around 40-ish. 47, that's beautiful. We're going to have the node system itself perform this action for me. And why is it time warping? I did not request that. Get out of here. RCS. Maneuver node, beautiful. Execute node, I am excited. Oh, here we go. This is such a beautiful system. I have so much science on board. This is gonna be a crazy haul, this video. Oh man. There is the moon. There is Kerbin. We are going to pull in our solar panels after this maneuver. Here we are, pulling in solar panels, maneuver happening right now. Full burn, slowing our descent. As you can see, we're already at 3,300 meters a second, and we're not even close to the surface of the planet. We would be going way too fast. I mean, way, way, way too fast to have an entry if we did not do this. It would be devastating on our on our spacecraft. That is for sure. There we are. Burn is complete. I am turning these radiators back on. Hopefully they are all functioning properly. Beautiful. This is just so that when we... Wow. Full burn. Okay. Anti-normal. We are going to detach here. We're going to set retrograde. And we are headed into the planet. Nothing can stop us now. Technically, there's something that could stop us if we hit our satellite. That would be a real shame. But the idea that we have to do a burn like that even to begin with really shows just how poor we are at traversing the solar system in space. We really have not figured out a better system yet, and that really is the issue why humans are not capable of traveling to other planets yet. Now, SpaceX is working on that, making it more efficient, where our current system is able to do it, but even so, it is not efficient enough. I say efficient enough because we still have to create... Time what complete. Where on God's green earth is our ship? There it is. Okay. God, that scared the crap out of me. It's not efficient enough so that we can actually go there and back. We have to go there, have infrastructure set up to produce fuel on site, and then we actually have to refuel the spaceship and then come back. It's all these extra steps that if you think about how aliens travel, right, they just float around. They just go, oh yeah, we're going this direction. And they go that direction. Aliens themselves are more than capable of traversing just about anything that you can think of. That's the idea, at least our understanding. You know, if you think about aliens in a movie, they can kind of just float around the planet. They can kind of just float around the solar system. They can go from one planet to the next. Until we get to that point, we're really not going to be an interstellar civilization. And the way we're going with the way we all hate each other and the way we're all fighting each other and doing all these crazy things, I can't even really see us getting there to begin with, you know? So it becomes really difficult to go, yeah, we're going to be able to go to another planet. Elon Musk, I think, is incredibly intelligent. I think he has the right idea. But unless everyone starts working together, right now he's really the only one working towards that goal. In fact, all these other companies, Boeing, for example, making the lunar the lunar orbital module that's going to sit around there, the lunar gateway, I think they call it. Oh, we're hitting atmosphere. Wow, this is, like, everything has to work so well for this to work. Oh, okay. The lunar gateway, it's such an archaic piece of technology they're making. The idea that they still think they need a gateway means that they're way behind. SpaceX has no issue making a spacecraft that is capable of doing everything they want to do without a gateway system, without all these frivolous stages. And yet they're still sitting in the past going, oh, we need a gateway. That doesn't really make any sense to me. That's kind of dumb. But nevertheless, we have something like the Starship, and we have something like the gateway going up, and it is what it is. Oh, I love that. You can see our... yeah, it's closing in here. Oh gosh, I hope we don't miss it. Come on, slow down, slow down, slow down. It would be a real shame if we miss this, let me tell you. We are slowing down, not very quickly. Uh-oh. Okay, keep slowing down, keep slowing down. Yeah, let's angle ourselves. Oof, that was real close. Come on. Come on. No, 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 no. That's no good. That's no good. That is really bad. Persistent. When was the last time persistent? Load that. Okay. Tracking station. Ah! Okay, Moho. Oh, yes! Yes, 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 yes! Woo! Woo! Thank God it clicked. No, no, no. Okay, stop. Stop. Okay. Okay, okay. We need to get this done right. Okay, let's solve this problem. Let's set Kerbin as our focus. Let's get a better maneuver going here, because that is apparently not enough. We need to almost impact the planet. Okay, slow it down, slow it down. We need to be going way in there. Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah. This is almost an absolute failure. Oh, man. 50 is not low enough. Periapsis 27, not low enough. We need to almost impact the surface to get us slowed down enough. See, this is... see, this is why things get very dangerous real quick. Okay, let's have it do this maneuver node for us. Yes. Okay, beautiful. It is accelerating time. Here we are. We're going to pull in the solar panels once time. Acceleration gets back down to 1 times. Beautiful. Pull the solar panels in. It is performing that maneuver. Here we are. I should have quick saved. Oh gosh, persistent. Hopefully this one works. Oh, I didn't even listen to my own advice. I'm so upset at myself. Ay. Okay, that should be low enough. If it's not low, I can't, like, it has to be low enough. Oh boy. So this is what happens with the eyeball stuff, you know? You could do really complex missions, but it doesn't always work out well. The best way to describe it. And that is still going real quick. Oh boy. But we have no choice. We're either doing it or we're not. Here we go. Oh wow, used as they ask, because I didn't have enough. That's interesting. Okay. Perfect. So that's good. Let's do normal staging. Beautiful. Retrograde. Beautiful. And one more time, we are going to try this entry. Warp here. I really should... okay, I don't know why I didn't quick save. I really should have quick saved. It could have saved me a lot of headache if this goes wrong again. Wish us luck, friends. Cross your fingers. I'm crossing all my fingers right now, literally. There are no fingers that are not crossed. I know that sounds weird, but it's literally the case. I don't think you could cross more fingers than this. Oh, good luck. Me. I can really use it. Leave a like on the video. I've been doing this for 5 hours. Oh, this is what happens when you just eyeball things. And it's entirely my fault. Yes, I agree. Oh. I don't think you're supposed to eyeball rocket science. I think that's the first rule of rocket science, you know? Here we go. Our orbital velocity is decreasing. Oh boy. Periapsis is also decreasing. Okay, you can see our velocity is decreasing rather rapidly. We should not be leaving Kerbin this time. That is for sure. Oh man, I can only imagine looking up in the sky and seeing this. This is amazing. There we go. Surface velocity. It's past the point of no return. Perfect. We are going to the surface, my friends. This has been a successful mission, as long as I don't crash on impact, which I have tested this craft falling through the atmosphere. It does function, so we should not have any issues. Oh, I'm so excited. We almost failed this mission so hard. Okay. There we are. Gonna do some more time warp. This is physics warp, so we are still physically based. There we go. Temperatures are low. I'm so happy for us. Go. We are going to deploy the chutes. They are going to decrease our velocity, and we are headed to the surface. I've never been on this area. Where is this? That's cool. It's a nice area. I like it. Oh god, that almost ripped apart. You see that? Oh, okay, let's undo the time warp here. It looks disgusting. Oh, thank god. Well, we're getting down to the surface. Ew. I do not like to look at that. You guys better leave a like, and if you do want to see more videos like this, leave a subscription. Don't forget to turn on those notifications. We're going to be jumping into our science research and development screen here rather shortly. We are going to be researching quite a few things. We should have plenty of research to do, that is for sure. I could definitely attach this module that we have landing here to a research laboratory. Nice. Touchdown. Oh, this has been such a wildly successful mission. If I did connect this to a laboratory, mobile processing lab, we'd get a lot more science. But, spaceport, what a beautiful sight to see. Oh, 2041 science. That is, I think, 4 times more science than we've ever had. That was an extraordinary mission. She deserves an absolute, she deserves a raise, minimum. So we're getting the nuclear propulsion upgrade. We are getting that. We are getting very heavy rocketry, which is going to give us quite a few useful things. What is this? Nuclear power. Liquid metal cooled reactor. That's cool. I'd like to look at that. Okay. Wow, there's so many things. What do I want now? Oh no. Didn't think that far ahead. I should have. Inline spherical fuel tank. I don't know why you would want that. It just seems like it's wasting liquid hydrogen. It's just wasting space, wasting volume. But adjustable base cradle. There's so many things. Radial mount, crew tube, hex core, passable tube, pressurized crew. So many things. Composite actuators, advanced actuators. We are going to need those for surface work. I do want to get hypersonics, but not yet. We are going to get the very heavy rocketry upgrade. We are going to get nuclear power, because that does... Ooh. We're going to get improved nuclear propulsion, which I like the sound of. Ooh. Experimental rocketry. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. This is too much stuff. Oh, we are going to need field science sooner than later. Sooner or later, I should say. Electronics. Relay antenna. Communication. Ooh. Huh. It's not... Okay, interesting. High-powered electronics. Heat management systems. Long-term habitation. Wow. Okay. That seems weird. Logistics. Fuel tank, sure. I really want hypersonic flight. We're getting hypersonic flight. We're not getting hypersonic flight. We do not need hypersonic flight. It's unnecessary. Okay. It's fuel systems. But we are going to need fuel systems. That we definitely will do. So that we have... And we burned through most of our science. But just like that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Bye.